Hi everyone! So today is going to be either one of my very first videos or my very first video. I haven't decided yet, but I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel for a really long time now, and I decided that it was just finally time to kind of bite the bullet and just get started on it. So I am ready, and who wants to see a Romwe, I have no idea how you say it, a Romwe haul. I'm actually really excited about this. I order clothes from Shein all the time, and recently I was watching a video and actually the girl that had ordered from Romwe had gotten clothing that had a Shein tag on them, and that was something that had actually happened to me in this haul. And Romwe is almost just a cheaper version of Shein, so I wanted to try to order from it and kind of see what the differences were. That hunchback is so bad. I ended up getting 17 different things, including their little like free gift, which was just a little like bookmark for I think under $110, and I did order some other things, some accessories and some stuff for my room, so I'll be including those things at the very end because they were part of the $110 that I ended up spending completely on Romwe. So the first thing that I wanted to note for everyone is that I did in fact get clothing that has a Shein tag on it. I'll insert a video of it. I also got, they all come pre-packaged in these little plastic bags, and I also got a bunch of plastic bags that said Shein on them, even though I ordered from Romwe, which kind of just goes to show that they are the exact same company and they're just kind of using Shein with higher prices because it probably has more popularity than Romwe does. I really am not sure why they would do that, but either way, Romwe is the cheaper version of Shein, so I got all my clothing from there and still ended up with stuff that had the Shein logo on it. So without further ado, I know everybody's just here to see the clothing, you don't want to hear me ramble, so I will get started right now. And the first outfit is actually this romper that I'm wearing right now. It's actually really cute. I really like it. The one thing I have to say is that it's very, very hard to button up. And I do notice that at the seams, it's almost pulling a little bit, and I may have to re-sew them at some point because I have a feeling that they may break or like come apart at the seams. It is a kind of pretty flattering thing. I am really short. I'm only 5 feet. If you're pretty tall, this may be a really short romper on you, but for me, it works really well, and it really covers my whole backside. One thing to note throughout the video too is that I am only 5 feet tall. I'm very short. I'm 22 and I just am not gonna grow anymore. I'm 5 feet and I am pretty curvy. I wouldn't say that I like am overweight or underweight. I'm like definitely a very average human being when it comes to size wise. I'm usually a size small just because I am so short that like I just end up being a size small even when I do gain weight. But overall, these are all items that for me as a petite person, these are problems that I might have. If you're taller, you may have different problems with it or things like that, or if you weigh more or weigh less. But I have a pretty average, I would say, sized body. So overall, I think that they do really well with the sizing. I haven't really had a lot of issues with that. And the next item that we have is actually this cute little pink skirt. I really like it. It's almost like a, I don't want to say like suede, but almost like a cheaper type of suede material, and it has this little like button-up thing on the front that's actually fake. There is a zipper on the back instead, which I think is better in my personal opinion. That way you don't have to worry about it coming untied. But it is actually really cute, and I would say that I'm definitely going to keep it. It's one of the few things that definitely really fit me very well, and I would say that I would definitely order it again. Next up are these cute little blue shorts. They are very, very stretchy, and they did come with a little bow tie. I actually lost it at this point, but there is a little like bow tie string that goes around them. I really like them. The one thing that I do have to say though is when I got them, this little belt loop thing right here was actually already broken. It's an easy fix. It's something you could definitely sew yourself, but I think when you're buying clothing, you generally don't want it to immediately come and you have to fix something. Overall, pretty decent shorts, pretty cute, very like paper baggy, very loose on the backside and everything and in the butt. So if that's a style that you're really into, then I think that these are great shorts for you. And paired with the shorts is this cute little off-the-shoulder top. It is very fitted, and the one thing I have to say is the sleeves are connected to the elasticy part at the top, which makes it very, very aggravating. If you're gonna lift up your arms, it's gonna immediately pop back up and like go back on your shoulders. I think I do show an example in the video. But overall, pretty basic, a pretty plain t-shirt, honestly, pretty standard. The material is a little, I don't want to say rough, but it's definitely not like a soft material. It's more of like a stiff material. But overall, I mean, I think it was worth the few dollars that I paid for it. It really was not very expensive. And I think it's pretty cute. I've already actually worn it a couple times myself. Next up is all of my failed products that I bought from them. There weren't that many. There were really only 2 that were like a big issue. And the shorts are really not that big of an issue. It is these shorts. They are black and they have these little patches on them. I don't know, they just were not what I was expecting from the picture, for sure. They're a lot bigger than they looked like in the picture. The pockets and everything, the back, there's no rips on the back. The rips just look like a little bit more, I don't know, like spaced out than they did in the picture. And the one thing I have to say about both pairs of pants that I ordered from Romwe is that the buttons on both of them are broken. So let me see if I can show you. Do you see that? You see how it kind of like tilts and like rotates? Both of the buttons that I got were both broken, and I do remember this being a problem with another pair of pants that I'd ordered from them. So I'd say overall, pants are probably a no-go for me from them, because so far the 3 pairs that I remember ordering that had like a button, like jeans or shorts or things like that, have all been broken. And the other no-go for me was this white sweatshirt. I love this. I thought that this was so cute, and I was really actually very excited for it. But when I got it, there was a bunch of, I don't know if you can see them on here, there's a bunch of brown marks. Down at the bottom, there's like a brown line and then a really dark one. Those came straight out of the packaging. It's not like it was for makeup or anything like that for me. So I have no idea where those could have come from. And on top of that, it is very comfortable inside, very soft, but it's really, really hard to get off. I put it on and there's not enough elasticity in like the arm and shoulder region, so trying to take this off by yourself is like next to impossible. It was very, very hard to get it back over my head and stuff. So I don't know, this one overall is just a no-go for me. I'm gonna try and return it. Hopefully they'll take it back because it did come stained, but I have never actually had to return something for a stain before, so I'm not sure how they would handle that. And the next thing that I got was this black romper right here. It's kind of hard to show on camera. It's like a mid-length or like mid-calf black romper. It's like a, I don't know what the word is, strapless kind of, but it has these, I don't know. This was one of the items that came, and it says right in here, it says Shein right on it when I supposedly got this from Romwe, and I feel like I've heard that this happens a lot. Overall, I would say that this was not a flattering outfit for my body, which I did kind of guess going into it. I'm not somebody who has a flat stomach. I never have, and I just think that I wanted to try it out and kind of give it the benefit of the doubt and see whether this was something that I could particularly like on my body. But I think overall it's just not something that I would order. The armbands especially were extremely hard to tie when you're alone and you don't have somebody to like lie them flat and like tie them perfectly for you. So those kind of look a little bit like, I don't know, they remind me of like Tomb Raider, like when she has a bandage on her arm. So I don't know, overall, I think it could be cute if you're like in good shape. It is really soft, or if you have like a really flat stomach, or if you're just not insecure about that, this is a really cute outfit for you. But for me personally, I don't think that I would reorder something along this type of clothing or like this article, because it's not spandexy enough. It doesn't hold me in very much. I don't know. Just overall, this is probably another return for me. And for my favorite overall outfit of the day, I would say we start with this cute little sunflower top. It is very like stretchy. It's made of that like almost like elasticy type of material, almost like beachy too. Like a lot of like beach dresses and like beach pullovers are made of this material. The one thing that I do have to say about it is that if you have a larger chest, this is definitely not the item for you. It is really, really cropped, and I have ordered off these websites a couple times, and that was one thing that I definitely do notice, is that a lot of their shirts are very cropped. You'll order them, you'll think it'll be full length, and then you try it on and it barely covers your chest. I think that that's something that you really have to make sure you look in the comments and kind of like get a feel of like what it looked like on other people, look at their reviews, because people will put up pictures of themselves wearing the clothing in order for them to get points, so they have a lot of pictures of the clothing on different types of bodies and things like that. I definitely think if you were someone with a larger chest, this may end up being more like a bandeau on you than a shirt. Even on me, it was very, very small, and I'm not big chested by any means, so that's just definitely something that I'd be cautious about if you were thinking of ordering tops from them, and specifically this top. And for our last clothing item, we have these ripped black jeans. It's kind of hard for you to see the rips. There are a lot of them. See, you can kind of see one right there. There are a lot of them, and then down at the end, the pants are like frayed at the end to kind of like give more of like that rugged look. On me, these are long. I'm 5 feet, and I would say they're probably 2 inches too long, so I think if you were somewhere in like the 5'3", 5'4" type of range, these might fit you a little bit better. They are still a little bit baggy, even though I ordered, I think, the smallest size, whatever it was, either a small or an extra small. And I would say that if I could get these hemmed or I could get these altered, I would 100% wear these. They're very cute, they're very comfortable. They are a little like stretchy almost. They're made of like a stretchier material. There are no rips on the back. I know that's a big thing for them, is they usually will have a lot of rips on the back of their jeans. These ones don't have any, which is something that I specifically looked for. And my only other negative commentary, is that the button on the front is broken on these as well, just like it was on the shorts. So that seems to be something that's definitely concurrent throughout all of their clothing that they offer, or all their shorts, I should say, or like pants. Anything that would have this like type of front button on it, is that the buttons are always broken. On kind of a side note, and starting to talk about the accessories, this was the belt that I had ordered from them. It's like a fake snakeskin type printed belt. It's very long. The one thing that I have to say though is all of the clothing, when I pulled them out of the packaging, had like a very, very strong smell. Now I personally, my mom and I kind of had a debate about this. I personally think that it's like a chlorine-y type of smell. Like it almost smells like you're standing next to a pool. And she said that it was like a fake leather type of smell, but whatever it is, I know for a fact that it's coming off of this belt, and like it smells so strongly that it reeked up my room this room for, I would say, like a good day after I had taken it out. It just was a horrible, horrible chlorine-y smell that was just like filled the entire area of this belt. And like now that it's been airing out for a few days, it's not as bad, but that's definitely something to be aware of, is that your clothing are going to come with like a weird smell. And another accessory that I got is this cute little star necklace. I think that my only issue with it is that it was way too long on the little like rings, so I ended up actually having to hook it onto one of the stars. I'm not sure if that was featured in the picture or if that was just something that was like my own personal problem, or you know what I mean, I didn't notice, but I do think that it was supposed to be more of a choker, and this would probably be more like a regular necklace on me, so I ended up having to hook it around the stars like I said. But it's pretty much your basic necklace, the same thing from like Forever 21 or Charlotte Russe, any of those, well, RIP Charlotte Russe, but any of those kind of like more generic stores. The last accessory that I bought is actually a pair of sunglasses. They are these cute little like circular frames. I actually saw a girl at my work that had a pair like this, and I wanted to see if they'd be flattering on my face shape. Everybody let me know what you think. I really like them, and I'm feeling myself, but they're exactly what you'd expect from cheap sunglasses. They're very like squeaky when you bend them in and out. I don't know if you can hear that or if my camera's gonna pick it up, but they're very squeaky, and I would say that they're very, very dark. I don't think that they're like polarized or anything like that, but like they're definitely really dark. If you're inside, sometimes you'll have trouble seeing, which is just like a weird commentary on them, but like I think it's important to note. As a general conclusion, I just am the type of person who I like to change out what I'm wearing a lot, so I have been using these sites, but I think in the future that I'm going to steer clear of them, just because I've started to hear some bad things about them being sweatshops or things like that, and I just think it's not worth it anymore. The clothing that I received this time was definitely a much lower quality than what I've received in the past. I would say overall, like, what you pay for is what you get. It's really not amazing clothing, but if you're looking for something quickly or cheap that will do the trick and you can stay, you know what I mean, on trend or fashionable without spending a ton of money, that's exactly what it is. I think that it used to be more worth the price than it is now. I did notice that between the clothing I've gotten at Shein and the clothing that I got at Romwe, Shein clothing, even though you do pay a little bit more, there was a lot less problems with it, a lot less hassle. There was no bad smell like there was this time. Whereas Romwe, obviously, I got a lot more loose threads, a lot more broken pieces, a huge chlorine smell. Just overall, like, I was much more dissatisfied with Romwe than I ever was with Shein. And I think that, I don't know, next time I probably will just skip it and maybe try to go somewhere more legitimate, either like a boutique around me, or if you guys have any ideas of like good clothing shops that really, like, you know, are ethical and things like that, feel free to comment them below, because I'm always looking for new clothing that I can try out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed my review. I am very excited that I'm starting my YouTube channel, and I appreciate anybody that spent the time to watch even this far into the video, or any of my videos at all. So I just want to let you know that I appreciate you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.